Hello everyone, I am Chaudhary. Today I am delighted to be here with you as we embark on a new journey together. I am here to introduce you to the second unit of class 10. The exciting title we will be exploring is the Battle of Oranges. As we delve into this unit, we will be learning about a fascinating event that takes place in Italy every year. The Battle of Orange is a unique carnival that involves throwing oranges at one another. It is a celebration that has been taking place for over 200 years. We will explore the history of this event and examine the cultural significance that it holds for the people of Italy. I am excited to share this journey with you all. I hope that you will find it as engaging and interesting as I do. As we move forward, I also want to take a moment to encourage you to visit my YouTube channel, The Engage English. I am passionate about teaching and I have created a space where I can share my knowledge with others in a fun and engaging way. I am confident that you will find my channel to be a valuable resource and I would be honored if you would subscribe and become a part of our community. Finally, I want to thank you all for joining me today and for your attention throughout the presentation. I am looking forward to a fantastic journey together. I hope that you will enjoy the learning process as much as I do. Thank you again and let's get started. Before we embark on this unit, I would like to take a moment to provide you with a brief overview of the text we will be studying. Battle of the Oranges describes a carnival in Iberia, Italy, where people throw oranges at each other in a battle. Participants wear red hats and costumes, and the event is a symbol of freedom. The battle involves 9 teams of orange throwers on foot and opponents on the horse-drawn carriages. The battle lasts for an hour and results in a mixture of orange pulp and horse manure covering the square. Participants believe the carnival is a good for the psychological health and provide a release for built-up frustration. Although the public is advised to stay behind protective nets, some still join the battle. One participant encourages the narrator to join the battles, but he declined. All I can see is a flash of orange. The speaker only sees a quick movement of orange light. Then I am hit in the chest. The speaker experiences a sudden impact on his chest because he is hit in his chest. It knocks my breath away. The impact on the speaker's chest was strong enough to make it difficult for him to breathe. I slide backwards, fall bump first in a pile of orange mush. The impact on the speaker's chest caused him to lose his balance and he falls backwards. He falls on his hips into a pile of orange material that is described as mush. What the heck? The speaker is surprised by what was happened and he could not understand the situation. I touch my head. My red hat is still there. The speaker touches his head to check if his red hat is still on and he finds that it is there. So overall, these lines describe a sudden and unexpected event that caused the speaker to fall into a pile of soft, wet and pulpy orange material. The speaker is surprised and confused but relieved to find that his red hat is still on his head. Let's embark on the next paragraph and uncover the treasures it holds. Let's embark on the next paragraph and uncover treasures it holds. Let's embark on the next paragraph and uncover the treasures it holds. During the carnival here is the festival season. Official public notices are plastered on the walls around Iberia, ordering people, especially tourists, to wear a red hat. So there are official posters posted in public areas around the town of Iberia, which tell people, especially tourists, that they must wear a red hat. The wearing of the red hat is mandatory, so they are strongly encouraged to wear a red hat, or else they can be considered a fair target for gentle and moderate orange throwing. So this sentence means that if someone does not wear a red hat, they may be targeted by people who throw oranges during the carnival. The oranges will be thrown gently and moderately, which suggests that the throwing is not meant to be harmful or dangerous. Overall, the paragraph describes a tradition that takes place during the carnival in Iberia. Official public notices are posted around the town encouraging people to wear a red hat, especially tourists. The notices warn that those who don't wear the red hat may become a target for people who throw oranges during the festivals. However, the text emphasizes that the oranges are thrown gently, so the tradition is not meant to be harmful. Now let's examine the word meaning in paragraph 1 and 2. Flash, quick movement. Bump first, touching hip first. Mush, soft and pulpy mass. Heck, get surprised. Plastered, coated, covered, stitched. Now let's explore another paragraph. The red hat people are ordered to wear is not just any hat. This sentence is introducing the idea that there is a specific red hat that people are being told to wear. The use of the word order suggests that this is a requirement rather than a suggestion. The Berito Frijo, a sock-shaped hat sold on every street corner, is the symbol of the carnival itself. This sentence tells us what kind of hat the red hat is. It is a Berito Frijo, which is a specific type of hat that is sock-shaped and can apparently be found easily on the streets. This hat is an important symbol of the carnival. It is a symbol of freedom worn in Roman times by freed slaves. So here we learn that the Berito Frijo is more than just a carnival hat. It also has a historical significance. The sentence explains that the hat was worn by freed slaves in Roman times, which implies that it becomes associated with the idea of freedom and liberation. During the Middle Ages, it was on the heads of peasants rioting against feudal lords. This sentence continues the historical context of the Berito Frijo, explaining that it was also worn during the Middle Ages by peasants who were protesting against their feudal lords. This further reinforces the idea that the hat is a symbol of resistance and rebellion against oppression. So overall, this passage is explaining that there is a specific red hat that people are being told to wear, and that this hat is not just any hat but a Berito Frijo with a rich historical symbolic significance. The use of this hat is a symbol of freedom. To wear red hats suggesting that it is a way for people to express their own sense of liberation. Now let's delve into the word meaning. Freedom, liberty, independence, स्वतन्त्रता, rioting, rebelling, revolting, आन्दोलन गर्नु, symbol, something that represents something else. Feudal, Samantavadi. Lord, Sasak. Peasant, Kisan. Let's move on to the next paragraph. Back on my feet, I make sure my hat is on and visible. The speaker has managed to stand up again and he is ensuring that his hat is on his head. I want to get another look, but soon I am hit again on my forehead. He wants to take another look, but suddenly he is hit on the forehead for a second time. My head jerks back. The force of the impact causes the speaker's head to move backward. I wipe my face. Oh my goodness, it is blood. The speaker tries to clean his face and realizes that the liquid on his face is actually blood. I am going to need stitches. Maybe it is a concussion. So the speaker believes that his injury is serious to require medical attention because there is possibility of concussion, which is a type of brain injury that can occur from a blow to the head. Then I remember blood oranges. Then the speaker remember that it is just blood oranges. So overall this passage describes a sudden and unexpected attack or injury that leaves the speaker disoriented and in need of medical attention. The mention of the hat and the blood oranges suggests that the speaker is feeling confused or distracted in the aftermath of the incident. Now let's start another paragraph. Shivering from the quick succession of shock and relief, I retreat to the back of the square away from any flying fruit. Shivering भनेको काम्नु, succession भनेको series of event. The speaker is trembling because of the quick series of shock followed by sense of relief, and then he moves away to a safer location in the back of a square to avoid being hit by flying fruit. This is the first of 3 early battles. Everybody is fresh and excited from a year-long wait. So this event is a 3-day annual battle. The first day is underway and the people are excited after waiting for a year for this event. 9 teams of aranceri, orange throwers on foot, wearing uniform, hurl oranges at their opponents on horse-drawn carriages, clad in Dr. Wojcicki costume with padded shoulders and leather-covered cylindrical helmets. So there are 9 teams of people walking and throwing oranges at their opponents who are on horse-drawn carriages. The opponents are wearing special costumes that look like the ones that the Dr. WHO TV show character wear. The costumes have padding, extra cushion on the shoulders and cylindrical helmets that are covered in leather. An hour into battle, the square is covered in a thick slush mixture of orange pulp and horse manure. So the line indicates that the competition has been going on for an hour and the ground in the square is now covered in a mixture of orange pulp and horse manure. It smells sharp, sweet and sour. So the combination of smells create a unique and memorable scent associated with the event. Aranceri on foot rush back and forth to the sides of the square stacked with orange crate, filling their shoulder bags and baggy tops. The aranceri or orange throwers are on foot and moving quickly around the square, where the competition is taking place. The square is filled with loaded orange crates and the aranceri are filling up their backs and tops with oranges from these crates. Horses halt for a few minutes. Oranges explode, then the cart take off again. While the horses are stopped, the oranges that were thrown at the cart by aranceri explode on impact. Once the oranges have been thrown, the cart starts moving again. The aranceri chase it for a while, hurling the last of their supplies. It means the aranceri and the foot chase after the cart, throwing the last of the oranges they have left in their backs and tops. They wear no protection and walk around with their hairs caked in orange bits, juicy running down their faces. Aranceri do not wear any protection such as helmet to shield themselves from the impact of the oranges. As a result, their hair faces become covered in bits of orange and the juice from the fruit. Some have broken noses, some clutch a side of their face, arms or ribs. So some of the aranceri have suffered injuries during the competition such as broken noses or bruises on their face, arms or ribs. They hold their heads high, shouting their team's war cries. Despite their injuries, the aranceri hold their heads high and continue to shout their team's war cries, showing their pride and determination to win the competition. So overall, this passage means that during the orange battle, aranceri rush back and forth to the sides of the square where there are orange crates. They fill their bags with oranges and wait for a cart to approach. When a cart comes, they charge towards it and throw oranges at it. The horses pulling the cart stop for a few minutes while the aranceri bombard them with oranges. The oranges burst on impact, creating a mess. Once the cart starts moving again, the aranceri chase it while throwing the last of the 3 oranges. The aranceri wear no protection and have orange bits and juice all over their faces and hair. Some of them are injured, but they hold their heads high and shout their team's war cries. This is the moment we wait for all the year, says Sylvia, holding an orange caught in half of her right eye. I will be happy to have a black eye tomorrow. So Sylvia says that the battle with orange is something she looks forward to all the year long. And she is holding an orange on her eye because she was hit during the battle. Even though she will have a black eye, she will still be happy because it shows that she was part of the battle and had fun. She sits with me sipping a glass of mulled wine. Here the speaker is sitting with Sylvia, who is drinking a warm, spicy wine. I think carnival is good for our psychological health. During these 3 days, I can let it all out, all the frustration I have built up during the year. So here Sylvia explains that she believes the carnival is good for mental health because it allows her to release pent up emotions and frustrations. Afterwards, I feel refreshed. Of course, accidents happen, she adds, pushing the orange to her swollen eye. But you should try, it is good for you. So the 3-day festival helps her to feel refreshed afterwards. And Sylvia acknowledges that accident can happen during the festival, as evidenced by her swollen eye from being hit by an orange. Despite this, she encourages others to try it because she believes it beneficial. I am curious to know what it feels. I admit, I keep thinking I am wearing a hat and the public are not supposed to join in the battle. Even so, That does not seem to stop hat wearers from throwing the occasional orange. To prevent further trouble, volunteers advise the public to stay behind protective nets. So here the speaker admits that he is curious to know what it is like to be in the orange battle. He is wearing a hat, but even though the audience is not supposed to throw oranges, some people with hats still throw oranges. To stop people from getting hurt, volunteers tell the audience to stand behind protective nets to stay safer. Forget the nets, says Masi, an Aranseri of the Morty team with a gigantic skull on the back of his orange stained uniform. If you want to live with carnival, you have to be in middle of the battle. So here, Masi, a member of the Morty team, he is wearing a uniform with a large skull on the back which is stained with orange juice, is telling the writer to forget about the protective nets that are set up during orange battle. He believes that truly experience the carnival, he has to be in the middle of the battle and be part of it. Aren't you afraid of getting hurt? Masi laughs. If you compare the risk to the rush you get, a black eye is a small price to pay. The sentence means that the excitement and enjoyment one gets from participating in the carnival battle with orange is worth the risk of getting a black eye. He fills his top with oranges. A cart is approaching. Come on, throw your red hat away and come with me. I am tempted, but I decline. Now Masi fills his top with oranges. A cart was approaching and he requests the writer to join him. Though the writer is interested, but he decides not to participate in it. Now let's see the word meaning. Jerk means move backwards. Concussion means temporary loss of consciousness or brain injury. Shivering, trembling. Succession, sequence or series. Hurl, throw. Retreat means move. Opponents भनेको rival. Clad भनेको dressed, लुगा लगाएको. Sludge भनेको thick, soft, wet substance, looks like mud. Hilo. Pulp भनेको soft part inside the fruits. Padded भनेको expanded, stretch out. Stack भनेको loaded. Crate भनेको container. Bombarding भनेको blasting अथवा rain of oranges. Baggy tops भनेको loose cloth. Explode भनेको blow off, blast, पड्किनु. Clutch भनेको समात्नु. Hurling भनेको throwing. Charge भनेको run अथवा rush, दुबुर्नु. Sipping, drinking. Mulled भनेको flavored अथवा spicy. Explode, blow off. Hurling, throwing. Protective, defensive. Gigantic, enormous or massive.